Thanks for watching Wednesday Debate Live with Tagreed Hussein here on Nile TV International. First of all, our dear viewers all around the world, many happy returns on the occasion of the holy month of Ramadan. May it bring about all blessings and love and peace and mercy to the whole world. And this is our last episode before Ramadan. We'll be seeing you next week during the holy month of Ramadan, where the whole family unites. And throughout the holy month, we'll be also tackling here on Nile TV International important and current issues and bringing you also the beat of Ramadan, not only in Egypt, but also around the world. Well, tonight we'll be talking about women's role in building a modern society. We'll be talking about the role of NGOs. We'll be talking about a very important role concerning women investors, what they are doing for the enhancement and the development of the new Republic of New Egypt. Well, a lot since history, as we all know, the central role of women in the society had actually ensured the stability, progress, and also long-term development of nations. And the new republic is attaching great importance to women being one of the vital keys to sustainable development and the quality of life in our society. Today, the importance of women in the new republic is beyond any doubt and suspicion. They occupy leadership posts in the different fields. Today, they play vital roles in social solidarity. This is also another important file, with the government working on enhancing also economic empowerment of women. The Egyptian women are very well known throughout the whole world as intelligent women. They are smart women. They are ambitious women. They are strong women also. They are proving that they are part and parcel of any developmental process. Wherever they go and through the different initiatives that they launch, they belong to this country, they love this country, they want to see it as His Excellency the President said, Added Dunya, Egypt, Added Dunya, Great Egypt. So tonight we are having all the honor to have with us one of the great women of Egypt, Azimat Masr, as the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is always referring to Azimat Masr, the great women of Egypt who are working in the different domains, in the different specialities, proving themselves and working for their country. They love Egypt. They work very hard for the development and for further seeing Egypt growing. Tonight I have all the honor of having with me my guest of honor, Dr. Hoda Yassa, the President of the Arab Women Investors Union, as well as member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs. Dr. Yassa, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, and tonight we'll be talking about sustainability, sustainable development, Egypt's 2030 vision, and also social protection programs. We'll be talking also women empowerment and investment opportunities and lots more. But first, let's have a look at the presidential activity of the day. Earlier in the day, and according to the spokesperson for the presidency of the Republic, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi had paid a special inspection visit to the Police Academy headquarters at dawn on Wednesday. The president was received by the Minister of Interior and a number of leaderships of the Police Academy. The president followed up on the period of preparing the new students newly enrolled in the Police Academy and delivered a speech to the new students, congratulating them on joining the Police Academy and wishing them success in their mission of maintaining security and order across the state. In his speech to the students, President Sisi stressed on the importance of seriousness and bearing responsibility to achieve development and progress. The president underlined the importance of science and knowledge in facing challenges, and also encouraged the students to work on themselves, to work very hard to succeed in their mission, maintaining security and order. And he had also an open dialogue with the students, asking about their background studies and their status, and urging them to be an example for other youth to follow, wishing them the best of luck to join the academy. Well, we're back, and definitely it has been a great day. The President started the activity very early in the morning, Dr. Yassa, as usual. Yeah, lots and lots of hard work. And also during the week, it has been a lovely celebration, you know, the annual celebration where Egyptian women in the different specialities have been honored. And His Excellency and First Lady, Mrs. Intisar al-Sisi, are really keen to attend this beautiful day. And I say a beautiful day because attending this beautiful day, we really feel how His Excellency and the First Lady respect the effort of Egyptian women in the different domains. It's always great to feel appreciated, isn't it?
It's really very great, and all the women who were there, they was really happy and honored, and I'm one of them.
Yes.
I was there, really, I feel really like I am honored when you feel our President and Mrs. Intisar al-Sisi congratulate everyone and each one and give a special word to all of them. Really, it was very touchy. And when you feel that your President is always with you, always supporting women, economic, social, even the mothers who give their family a lot of support, a lot of care, even this women, they support him. They support them. It's really something very good.
Yes, definitely. And we have lots, of course, of specialities. Egyptian women have excelled in the different domains. You will find them excelling as ministers, as ambassadors, as businesswomen, as also in other leading posts in the different domains. The status of women today, Dr. Yassa, it has been, you know, Egyptian women feel really that they are appreciated. They enjoy, under the leadership of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, a great status. We've achieved a lot, actually, for women empowerment.
Yes, we feel a lot of difference now. When we went to any countries nowadays, and you feel how they receive us, how they respect us, how they start to, they want to make bridges with us through our projects or through our commerce even, for development for their country, for our country. They try to find a way to collaborate with us with big respect. It's really big difference than before, because our President give us an image and he put us in certain stage or certain place, status that everybody look to us that nowadays we have the power. We are really, we feel these days we are on our best time. We are very supported, we especially as businesswomen and as investors women.
Yes, definitely. And you have a great role also to play in the New Republic when we are talking, you know, investors and talking also business, because we are all working hand in hand in order to make Egypt great at the dunya, as the President has put it this way. So while celebrating the Egyptian Women Day, President al-Sisi had stressed on the importance of continuing to promote women's rights, because this has been part of the right path towards empowering them and establishing also a healthy and a balanced society. So you see the New Republic is based on gender equality.
Exactly.
And it is based on activating women's role. You could sense this in the different specialities. Also, during the different celebrations that were thrown by the union, we'd seen how
it was in Luxor last time. We had 4 First Lady, 2 Sisters of President, ministers, a lot of very, very top-notch people. Why they came and why they believe on our offer when we asked them to come to Egypt and to start to collaborate through their NGOs, because those First Lady has NGOs. And when we invite them to come to Egypt and to collaborate with us, immediately the response they had, you have a great country, you have a great president. We are very keen to collaborate with as NGOs president, and we're with your NGOs. And this make a big success for our event last year. And even this year also we will receive a lot of them from Africa and some from Europe too.
Yes.
Like last year we had the First Lady of Serbia, Mrs. Tamara. Really she was very happy and very appreciative all the effort done by our president. and how he support women and how he give us all our right nowadays. Nowadays you can see women everywhere, all the very high position, even in the government, even private sector, NGOs. We are all really, we pass our best time.
Yes, it was really great, and it's always great also that the whole world appreciates the new beat and the new face in Egypt, and the different developmental projects, also the strides of women empowerment. Women today, while celebrating, we are talking about continuing to promote women's rights, and this is actually happening amidst also bearing into consideration the global efforts in that respect, protecting Egyptian women's rights, empowering women, let me say, at all levels. Let's watch together the report that highlights this beautiful celebration, Egyptian Women's Day, and we'll be back. Let's watch.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and First Lady Intisar al-Sisi witnessed the celebration of the Egyptian woman and the ideal mother. During the celebration, the President announced several decisions in support of the Egyptian women. The President stated that women have proven time after time that they are the endless source of support and awareness and a unique mixture of reason and heart, as well as objectivity and emotions. That's why women are considered a tremendous driving force for the nation during ordeals and hardships before the pleasant times. President al-Sisi stressed on the importance of continuing to promote women's rights as being the correct path towards establishing a healthy and balanced society based on justice and fairness. The President instructed the government to increase representation of women in the boards of directors of public bodies, business sector companies and affiliated ones, and to provide more training opportunities to women so that more qualified women can occupy senior positions in the state, particularly in the fields of technology and digitization. Head of State also gave instructions to the government to build women's capacities under the National Project for the Development of the Egyptian Family and various development programs, through helping them implement small green projects that include sustainable income-generating activities, as well as through providing opportunities for them to benefit from digital savings and loan projects. In addition, President al-Sisi urged the legislative institutional support for women's small and micro enterprises by facilitating the procedures of banking regulations, as well as by integrating these projects into the activities of industrial complexes. His Excellency the President also gave instructions to follow up on the equal pay index between genders and to have the necessary measures to ensure the sustainable improvement of this indicator. In this regard, the President issued directives to protect working women and guarantee their rights in the draft of the labour law. During the event, the President announced granting a presidential pardon to all debtors, whether men or women, indicating that they'd be released before the beginning of the holy month of Ramadan. During the 2023 ceremony to honor Egyptian women and the ideal mothers held at the Al Manara International Conference Center in New Cairo, President al-Sisi granted certificates of appreciation and Order of the Virtue to ideal mothers. The President also honored several ladies from various socio-economic groups in Egypt.
Welcome back. Well, during the celebration, the President had announced several decisions actually supporting the Egyptian women, instructing the government to increase representation of women in the boards of directors of the public bodies. He also gave directives to provide training opportunities for the women. And this is very important, Dr. Hoda.
Yes.
You know, providing this sense of training for
This is what we
girls
do,
and ladies.
exactly. This is what we do with all the young girls, the women. We offer them a training, theoretical and practical training, to enhance them to start their own business, to give them the idea how they should be a real businesswoman, even very small businesswoman, startup no problem, they will grow up with the time. We give them training in how to start their business, how to even accounting, management, marketing, all the details of the business, and also practical in many handmade projects. We give them training on this, and we start to give them the feeling of the importance of to being patriot, of loving their countries, and to show them all the benefit they receive, not only to see the other side of the river, like they said, no, they should see the reality all over the world, what happened, and where we are as Egyptian women nowadays. If you can see the other women in other countries, what happened to them? We see in Yemen, we see in Libya, we see in Sudan, in many countries, where they are today and where we are today.
Yes.
Really, this make a big difference when you train them. You say to them this by sincerity, the reality. They touch it by themselves, and this helps them really to start their business and to start to feel a little bit not independent but responsible for the family. When they start to own their own money and to be really strong financially, they can take a lot of decisions for their life, the style of their life, the future of their children, how they can build the future. They are not obliged to marry the girl around 15 or 16 years.
Yes.
Because they have the money to let them live on a good life, Haya Karima, like our president said. This is
Yes.
our role as NGOs.
Yeah, great. And since you mentioned Dr. Hoda Haya Karima, this is one of the noble,
Yes.
important presidential initiatives that we are really looking upon with a sense of pride, because it really made a difference, and let me say it changed lives.
Yes.
The role of the business community in supporting such important initiatives and helping to build the country, helping to provide and support a better quality of life.
And that's why we launched our initiative, For You, My Country, عشانك يا بلدي. This initiative concerns how to support the economic development. Through what? We make this initiative, and it was very supported by our minister, the Minister of Aviation, Farid Mohammed Abbas. He really supports us a lot, and the Minister of Tourism. And now we are doing the health tourism. We are working on it in collaboration with very high dignitaries in Africa. This is our main target, and some Arab countries, African countries, Arab countries, and some foreigner countries even. Because we have in our hospitals here in Egypt, we have a lot of very high quality and very recent equipment, very good doctors, which they are known all over the world. And why not to attract those people through a very niche market? This is our strength, how we said, our power, because we have good relation in these countries in Africa, and we can really have some support for our countries through this initiative, to bring them to make operations through our hospitals, to make a lot of things they needed, and sometimes in their countries they don't have the capacity. Even in some European countries, they have very good health sectors, but they don't have capacity enough. Here in Egypt, we have a huge hospitals, very big hospital, like El Gawi Takhassusi, by example, Global Medical, whatever. Those big hospitals, they have a lot of capacity. And not only capacity like beds, number of beds, but by doctors, by equipment, very modern, professional,
calibers,
very professional calibers, and very modern equipment. And this will help us to attract them. They will make tourism, because they will not come alone. They will come with their family or friends. They will be in hotels. They will make the hospitals. They will make some tourism. It will be a win-win situation, and all of us, we will work for you, my country.
Yes, it's a very important initiative, علشانك يا بلدي, for you, my country, because all what we are doing is definitely for our country. So it emanates from also this noble cause. Dr. Hoda, the President gave instructions to the government to build women capacities under the national project for developing the Egyptian family and the various developmental projects. So it's important to work on building women capacities, how to prepare women for leadership also in the different domains.
Exactly. This is what we do now. We give them a training, as I said before. We give them a theoretical, practical training, and we let them sit with successful businesswomen. They see in front of them, and they start to go through discussion. How you reach this title, how you reach this even financial status, how. And they start to communicate and to discuss together, and we as businesswomen and investors women start to explain to them how we start, how we grow, how we start our work, how we work as a teamwork with our group, how we build loyalty of our team to us. This helps to develop their business, even if it's a small business, and it will grow up. And we help them on very important things. We as Egyptians, we are very good, like we said, production, industrial people. We are in industrial people like women. But we don't have a lot of marketing know-how, or how we approach the small details concerning the production. You can produce a very nice thing, but the finishing is very important, the packaging is very important. We start to train them on small details which make a lot of difference.
Yeah.
And this already, you have 350 projects, very small project, and they're going very well nowadays. In Upper Egypt we started.
Yes, very, very important mentioning also Upper Egypt, because Upper Egypt, the whole face has been changed today in Upper Egypt in more than one dimension, through the Decent Life Initiative, through also taking care of the health, women's health, very important, Meet Million Saha and more. Of the great projects that the country is working on. The president is always giving directives also to help women implement small green projects. So we're also taking good care of the environment.
It's very important.
And this is also another nice and important dimension here.
Yes, very important. And this is what we support. Nowadays we start by giving some project on the top of the houses. How to make some green areas in the top of the houses. We start now with Helwan, and I hope it will develop. It's just a start from our side.
Yes, great. Institutional also support for women in order to start businesses, small and micro enterprises. And this is very important. You are a great example of, showing the young girls, young ladies who wish to do their own business and to start their own enterprises and projects. It's not at all rosy.
No.
Not all, but there are challenges. But still, if you have a dream,
and they succeed.
Yeah.
We proved this in last exhibition in Diarna.
Yeah.
We have around 10 young women who start with us their own project, very small. They started, they develop it, and we help them to show their products during this exhibition, and they succeed. They made a lot of, they have a lot of success story during this Diarna and during Turasna, and they sold a lot of their products, some accessories, some clothes. They did a lot of things, and all of them was a painting. We have a girl who make Hania, she make a lot of painting. We have Iman, she make accessories, and it was very successful. Typical Egyptian, small accessories.
Handicrafts are...
And handicrafts also, concerning the, they make a duplication for the statues of pharaonic swan.
Very nice, yes. Replicas of the pharaonic, gods and goddesses of Egypt, and kings and queens.
Exactly, and it was very successful, and they sold a lot. And I was very happy. When is the next exhibition? We are here for this.
That's great news, because when there is success, especially for those who are starting business, the small and the micro enterprises, and as Dr. Hoda has mentioned, Turasna was also a great idea, because it is very important to preserve our identity.
Exactly.
It helps preserve our identity, and at the same time helping those who want to start a small business to go ahead and to have a sense of encouragement.
Exactly. And they make it with style. And what I like it very much, because they make it with very detailed things. They work it very specially, and they was very keen, because they want to show this to everyone. They want to show it to the big businesswomen in the Arab region, in Saudi, in Emirat, in Africa, and they want to open market to export. Now their dream is not only to have the small business, but they want to export their product. That's why they look a lot about details and quality.
Yes, that's great. We're talking definitely quality. Quality is the word.
Yes.
We are working on achieving a quality of life for all Egyptians, and also this is covering also the products as well. The president stated Egyptian women are the tremendous driving force for the nation during the ordeals and during hardships. And this is very true, because we find them also all the time through fighting for this country and for the benefit of this country. Egyptian women are very patriotic.
Yes.
They love this country.
Yes, yes.
So they would do anything to make Egypt great and prove this themselves. And that's why they deserve the president trust in them. A short break, ladies and gentlemen. We're still live from Cairo, bringing you the Daily Debate Wednesday. And I have all the honor of hosting Dr. Hoda Yassa, member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs and the president of the Arab Women Investors Union. Stay tuned. So we have lots of good news tonight, and it's always great to know more about certain projects, festivals, let me say events that all contribute to brand the country globally, that would attract tourists to Egypt. When you see it, you feel it is quite unconventional, Dr. Hoda. How about the upcoming festival? I heard that this is going to be a big hit.
Yes, it will be through our annual event. It's Arab African and International Arab African Investment and International Corporations, the 26th edition. Mm-hmm. It will be in Sharm el-Sheikh. And during this event, from the 30th of October to the 3rd of November,
yeah.
And during the event, we'll make a big festival in the street, عشانك يا بلدي, for you, my country, and it will explore and present all the stakeholders for this project and for this initiative, government, NGOs, private sector, all together what you offer to our country, mm-hmm. and why. And this will help because it will be on the streets. It's a big carnival, showing all the support we receive from our president as women's rights, as human rights, as what all we do together, all the countries, all the ministers, all the private sector, all the NGOs together, what we offer this year to our country. It's a difficult year, mm-hmm. not for Egypt, but for all the world. And everyone should put hand to hand with others to build our really new Egypt,
yeah.
a new country, and to support our country in this situation in for economical development, yeah. and sustainable development.
Yeah.
And this festival will be something, I think it will be very great,
yeah.
and it will have a support from many countries through their Minister of Culture. They will send their festivals with their dress, with their clothes, with their flags.
So something
and
very,
Egypt.
very colorful.
Yes, and it will be the international collaboration here on the land of Egypt, in Sharm el-Sheikh, the land of peace. And all the women will drive this festival to see we as women, we are supported. We as women, we are empowerment. We have we have the support from our countries, we have support from the government. We as private sector and NGOs together, it will be something marvelous, yeah, and we will make some dancing all around, yeah. with all the kind of fish. The dancers will wear a fish with all the kind of fish of the Red Sea.
Yeah,
it will be something
very
different.
colorful.
Yes.
Very colorful. You know, Sharm el-Sheikh, or let me say, charming Sharm. It's always charming, you know, yes. with its beauty, with its coral reefs, with its
yes.
Beat. However, imagine when you have this sort of festival where you could see also the tourists and those who are visiting Sharm also being part of
You
this
know what
celebration.
we saw through this? It's we will branding Egypt all over the world, globally. This is very important. It's helped also tourism. It's helped tourism. It helps industry. It helps commerce.
Yeah,
it's helped
investment.
everything. Investment, sure.
Yeah.
Because they saw us with another eye, how we are developed, how we thought about, how we think about our country. Who drives this? Businesswoman. Who drives this? Businessman. Investors man, investors woman, all together. Going all along this festival, it will be something, I think, very good.
Yes, it will be, and it's always great, you know, when we remember memorable quotes, you know, from important personalities who visited Egypt. It was, of course, as you've mentioned in Luxor, the first ladies, like the First Lady of Serbia,
Niger.
and Niger as well. And what they said was actually a testimony of what they saw on solid grounds in the country. And I guess that this also is great, because definitely televisions around the world are going to follow those big events and talk about it.
Sure. And as you see, last year we have a lot of support from all those ladies. The ministers of foreign affairs, the support of the government, and this year we will have a very special support, because already we start to communicate with the governor of Sharm el-Sheikh. He gave a lot of support. He was very happy and very supportive. He said, I will be with you, I will support you.
The governor of the Red Sea.
Red Sea, yes. It's very important, the governor there, to put hand to hand with you, and because it's helped to succeed the issue you are doing there. And the media is very important. If you do the most great event and it's not through the media, through the televisions, it's not, people didn't see it, it's like nothing. It's very important to have your support. There's the support of Nile TV, to market Egypt, and to market not only the Union, but for marketing Egypt. Work together, all together. For you, my country.
You know, one of the objectives, Dr. Hoda, of Nile TV International is working on marketing or branding Egypt globally.
It's very important.
Because, as you know, Nile TV International is one of the important tools of Egypt's soft power. So it's very important addressing the other in that respect, letting them know of the great projects and what is happening on solid grounds in the country.
Yes,
so we are working hard on that in that respect, and I'm really happy to know more about those messages, and those successful festivals, you know, can like transcend barriers more than lectures.
Sure. You know, always we said to break the ice between the people who are there. I remember you was with us last year in Luxor, and you see how during the lecture everybody is concerned, is hearing, is seeing. It's important. But then when they sit on B2B meetings, it's always very good. But when they talk friendly, during the event, across, during the dinner, during the lunch, during the activities they do it together, here it's break really the ice between responsible people from governments, VIPs and businesswomen, businessmen, investors. And when we start to break the ice, they start to speak more easily. They can really start to create a real economical bridge. Mutual commerce, thinking how to start to make projects together. Like 3 days ago, we have the lady from Rwanda. She came to our office, she came to Egypt, she met with another businessman. He's from ENA. From Upper Egypt. She met him during the event in Luxor, last October, and they signed a protocol agreement. They will go to this Egyptian company, led by Mahmoud. They will go to Rwanda to make a compound.
So it's
very important. Who will benefit? He will benefit like Egyptian man. She will benefit to have this compound. And the end of the day, all his benefit will come to Egypt.
Yes, definitely.
This is helping the real sustainable development.
Yes, right, because it's always the, let me say, a win-win situation.
Exactly.
So when people sit together, when they like know more about each other, and this is what we call in diplomatic relations also people-to-people relations, that go side by side, of course, with state diplomacy.
Yes, and also we open a lot of doors. By example, for a company producing detergent and disinfectant, they already shipped already to Cameroon 3 containers last week.
Yes, those are the bonds among nations, and it's always great to hear that we are also collaborating with our African brothers on more than one great noble cause. Tonight, you know, we're wrapping up, Dr. Hoda, and it has been great having Dr. Hoda Yassa, the president of the Arab Women Investors Union and member of the Egyptian Council for Foreign Affairs, with us on Debate Live. Thank you so much, Dr. Hoda.
Thank you.
And tonight we talked about women empowerment, about the role of Egyptian women and how the country, of course, the president, how the First Lady really respect the important role played by Egyptian women in the different domains. So a big salute to all Egyptian women on their special day, on Egyptian Women Day. And I thank you, dear viewers, for joining us. And once again, happy Ramadan to our viewers around the world. I'm Taghreed Hussein. Many thanks for watching.